So we've been going almost a week, and we have 2 weeks down here in London before we go to Glasgow, and then we've got 2 weeks with the children before we do the shows the week after. So it's quite a daunting prospect to make a whole new piece in 4 weeks with, you know, of course, 15 young lads as well, who don't have any theatre experience at all.
We started in April, and the kids have been working once a week at for a 45-minute session for weeks on end with Natalie and Joe, and then I came on board and did a 6-week period with them. Then we had to make a sort of final selection of who we wanted.
Being that age, around 14, 15 is roughly when I started dancing, so I sort of understand how, you know, the excitement about, I mean, I never had an opportunity like this, which is fantastic for them, but that age when you start getting into it and ideas about what you want to do as well in your life and things like that, so for them it'll be such an eye-opener. I mean, for some of them it could be a career change, you know, they might want to go and pursue it further. And yeah, I mean, this opportunity doesn't come that often, so I'm sure they're well up for it.
I think it's absolutely amazing. I just remember vividly seeing my first show, and it was just the wow factor. It's just like going to watch the movies, and you know, it's never the same. You know, obviously I love football as well, and stuff. It's never the same. It's never the same when you watch it on a TV and then you go and watch it live. It's just completely different. Live, you know, live theatre, you just can't beat it.
I mean, I know if I was, if I had been in a project like this when I was younger, it would have definitely been very, quite a powerful and memorable experience, I think, and especially if theatre is something they're really interested in, it's going to give them an amazing experience and a great incentive to work towards in the future, you know, to see what it's actually like and what they can do.
It's the journey that's most important for the boys, I think. Obviously, you know, from originally getting selected from, you know, so many boys that you know, that kind of, you know, started it in the first place, to now obviously getting the opportunity to dance with those guys on a stage, you know, and working with, you know, some of the, you know, arguably the best director in the world in my opinion, you know, Matthew Bourne and obviously Scott Ambler.
When we tour and that, I do part of Reborn is, you know, the workshops and the educational program, and I've been, you know, involved with that for a few years with the various shows, and it is always like when you go to these places and you teach kids, it's amazing how much they come up with, like, creative-wise, like more so than dancers, I think, because when you tell dancers to do something, they'll just start, you know, dancing around the room and they're not really doing the task. Some of the stuff they come up with is like genius and better than, I look at them and go, oh, I couldn't come up with that, that's, you know, class. So I think it'll be, you know, fun and just a crazy project that I think will be great, you know what I mean?
Because being in the dance world, you tend to get told this is what you're doing. You very rarely get the opportunity to say, right, this is your character now, go away, think about this character, how they interact with other people in the play and all this sort of stuff, and it's nice to go, this is us, this is what we have done, this is our piece together. Yeah.
For these 2 weeks, we're really just trying to get as much material as we can done, as much of the show done as possible, so that we really know what we're doing. So when we go to Scotland, we can actually, you know, have something to give them and tell them what to do. Otherwise, it will just be a complete shambles and it'll be madness.
Yeah. And because of the tight schedule we've got as well, it's a part of like camaraderie that it kind of happens, because we know we haven't got a lot of time to put it together.
This is a new experience for me and probably for most of the other guys as well.
It's just a group of guys as well, and I think that's special in a weird way as well. We've all got our own stories, we've all come from different backgrounds, and
it's tough, but you know, especially the whole situation with the younger lads coming in as well. So that's a new challenge for the company as well as for us as dancers.
I just can't wait to see their faces. Well, you know, literally 5 minutes before the curtain goes up in the first show,